Shalom Akim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kwakwadesh, double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Stone rule well. This is Brother Nasher DC Camp with another short lesson to edify the hopeful elect. So you know how it is in this last days, you're going to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, just for you to make it to the kingdom, to be approved of the Lord Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Alright, so I got the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 5, and it says, "For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity." All right? For gold is tried in the fire, an acceptable man in the furnace of adversity. And that's exactly what the men of the Lord have to go through. That's what you got to deal with. All right? You have to go through all these tribulations, trials and experiences and purification for you to be approved of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Alright, for you to receive that seal of approval. And that's what it boils down to. You're gonna be in a state of constant trials. Alright, you're gonna get purified, then you're gonna experience the heat. Alright, then you're gonna get purified again. And then it's a constant growth, because growth needs it's about purification. Alright, gotta get at all the impurities, and those impurities are the acts of this world, the ideas of this world that's holding Akim back. Alright, that's what it boils down to in this truth. You have to understand exactly what's pure and what's impure. Alright, the doctrines of this world are counted as dung. Alright, to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and you need to understand that you can't really move on in this work with those impurities. You have to be purged. Alright, so I would play a quick video let you see the purification of gold. It tells you this word of Lord about Shema Shai is very pure, it's very tender and delicate, but at the same time it can also be very, very difficult to deal with.
Gold is one of the softest and most malleable of the metals. It can be pressed extremely thin, crafted into shapes, even drawn out to form a fine wire, and all without breaking. Gold isn't affected by water or oxygen, as many metals are, so it doesn't rust or tarnish either.
And that's a good point. When you're man of the Lord decides to go through this process, he understands what he has to go through. He understands the difficulties he's going to experience. All right? And the scripture talks about in the last days, man, the man of the Lord will be deemed as enemies of the state. All right? That's another stage of difficulty you have to endure. Scripture talks about if you endure to the end, the same shall be saved. If you're able to go through that phase of purification and make it to the end of it, the final product, it means you passed the ultimate test. All right, and another quick precept here. You go to the book of Sirach, chapter 29. Alright, look at verse 11. And it says, "Lay up that treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold." Alright, so you just have to understand that the treasures of this world is nothing compared to what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has in store for you. Alright, your good works must be seen of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Alright, you got to preach this gospel without any malice. Alright, you got to preach the gospel with the sincere desire of your heart. You shouldn't be having second thoughts when it comes to doing the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. You should accept this journey, this adventure with all gladness. Okay, and that's one requirement you have to accept. You have to expect when you come to do the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. And then I get another quick precept here. It's going to be from the book of 1 Peter chapter 1 and verse 22. And it says, seeing you have purified your souls in obeying the truth. Alright? How are you going to purify your soul? By hearkening unto the words of the Lord by Shema Shai. That's what Psalms 110 says. Let me see. I could pull it up real quick. Alright, it's about me. Alright, that's a proper keyword. So, alright, Psalm chapter 119, verse 9. Okay, so it says, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereunto according to that word. Alright, and that's the point. That's the point that I can, by hearkening to the word of the Lord, by Shema Shai, that's how you could cleanse your soul. Seeing you have purified your souls in being the truth, through the Spirit, unto unfeigned love of the brethren, seeing that you love one another with a pure heart fervently. And that's how your love going to get tested. You're going to go through difficult times. You know, the scripture talks about a friend shall be known in adversity. Okay? That's how you're going to understand the will of the Lord by Shema Shai. Because you have to go through the process of being purified. You're going to get to experience all kinds of harsh, situations. You're going to deal with the folks of this world that mean you harm. Okay? So look at Sirach chapter 4. Then you start from verse 16. And then it says that if a man commit himself unto her, that's wisdom, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. Alright, and that's exactly what you need to expect when you seek wisdom. Alright, and then it says, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline. Alright, that's the heat you're gonna catch, all the negative reactions from doing the work of the Lord. This is exactly what I need to expect until she may trust him. It's like until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Alright, then verse 18 says, then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and share him her secrets. Alright, and that's a beautiful thing about the works of the Lord by Shema Shai. Alright, you're going to be tested to be approved. Okay, once you get that seal of approval, it means that you can handle the truth in righteousness. Alright, and that's a beautiful thing. You can't run away from the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Lord by Shema Shai. Alright, you're going to be tested. Alright, you can't deny the power of the scriptures, man. Alright, so and then you look at the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. Alright, so I'm going to start from verse 4. Alright, then let's play this video real quick, a portion of it. I'm going to fast forward. Alright, these are the steps, gotta be in a tank with some acid, know that stuff, to purify it, to separate it from other items.
Drum filters then separate the water from the solids. This water now joins the water that was separated earlier. Zinc powder is added to solidify the dissolved gold. To smelt into bars, a chemical cocktail needs to be prepared. Manganese dioxide, fluoride, silica flour, borax, and sodium nitrate. This mix, called flux, will separate the gold from the impurities. It's poured into the smelter, whose temperature is at 1,600 degrees Celsius. The smelter is rotated so that the contents heat evenly. Over 2.5 hours, the heavier gold eventually sinks to the bottom, while the impurities, called slag, float to the surface. The slag is poured out. A sample is taken to ensure it contains no gold. If it does, it goes back in until it's gold-free.
Yep. And that's that's what it's like during the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, constant purging until no more impurities are there. And that's what the scripture talks about, man. When it talk about the elect in the book of Revelation, you know, these are they, you know, whose mouth there was no guile, all right? They've washed their garments in the blood of Yahweh Shai, all right? They have no impurities in them. You know, these are the virgins, okay? That's what it boils down to, being pure, all right? Being without infirmities, all right? And that's exactly what you need to aim for when you're doing the work of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, that your infirmities do not hold you back, okay? So it's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3 verse 4 says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, all right, that's for the elect, all right, the men of the Lord, the prophets, yet is their hope full of immortality, all right? That's the reward you're going to get, immortality, all right? And having been a little chastised, all right, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh Shema Shai proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. Right? And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. All right, so that's the process, you know, of a man of the Lord, you know, to receive this doctrine of life. You know, you're gonna get tested. You're gonna get tested and tested and tested to be purged of your impurities, to be purged of the old man. All right. At the end of the day, it's only the new man that's remaining. Okay, that's what it all boils down to becoming a new creature. All right, because when you see that, you know, the gold, you know, is at its first stage, it's mixed with all types of other metals and impurities, and then you have to go through the phases. Then at the end of the day, what that's left is just the gold itself, and that's exactly what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Kwakadash is looking forward to. All right. And then the last precept I'll be bringing out will be from the book of Daniel. All right, book of Daniel, chapter 12, and then look at verse 10. And then it says, many shall be purified and made white and tried. And that's exactly what it boils down to for the men of the Lord. Okay, made white and tried. All right. That's how you become righteous. You're going to go through all these experiences approved of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. Alright, you can't go through no other process to get purified. Okay, it's all set. Alright, because the Most High has deemed you as more precious than gold. You have to go through that phase of purification. It's a process. Alright, you can't skip anything. Alright. No, it says, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and all the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Right? So it's a beautiful thing to see the power of the Lord.
it does, it goes back in until it's gold-free.
Yep.
By now, the gold has cooled slightly, so they reheat to 1,600 degrees Celsius, then cast it into bar-shaped molds. The gold takes about 4 minutes to solidify, then another hour to cool completely in a basin of cold water. The gold bars are extracted from the molds and cleaned of any slag residue. Gold bars are also called ingots. At this stage, the gold is 80% pure. The mint will then refine the gold to 99.9% purity, the international gold standard.
And that's exactly what the men of the Lord are aiming for, to meet that standard of the Lord Shai. Alright? And that was the point that I came. You just got to understand your life is going to be difficult when you're serving the Lord Shai, and you have to accept that you're being purified. Alright? You shouldn't be whining, you shouldn't be depressed. When you're doing the work of the Lord, you should be receiving it with joy, just like the disciples got persecuted and they rejoiced. You should be in that same mindset. So, accept the difficulties the Lord will put you through. You should accept this burden. All right, you shouldn't be complaining. You shouldn't be depressed. You shouldn't be having second thoughts. You should receive with joy. And that's the point that I came. Shalom.